10 Best Places to Visit in Barcelona. Barcelona is one of the most famous tourist attractions in the world, attracting millions of people every year. So, what's the big deal about it? It has practically everything that a vacationer could want. It has easy access, pleasant weather, beautiful beaches and mountains in the surrounding area, a thriving nightlife, delectable local cuisine, and is rich in culture and history. It's also a sightseeing paradise with several well-known landmarks. Barcelona is known for its diversity, and the city has something to offer everyone, including families, couples, and singletons. If you ever decide to visit the Catalan city, there are a few tourist sites in Barcelona that you should not miss. 10. Monastery of PEDRALBES. The peaceful splendor of the Monastery of PEDRALBES provides a secure heaven for those looking to get away from the bustle of Barcelona. It is regarded as a masterpiece of Catalan Gothic architecture. The waving palm trees can be seen from the arched exterior passageways. Poor Clares, nuns from primarily noble families, were the city's first occupants, and they were tasked with protecting the city. The monastery, which now houses the local museum, is still home to a few nuns. 9. Fundacio JOAN MIRO. JOAN MIRO was a well-known artist in Barcelona, a master who made masterpieces that were recognized all over the world. Normally, foundations are established after a person passes away to honor their ideas, but MIRO established his own legacy by founding the Fundacio JOAN MIRO. It was created to be a space where young artists could learn about modern art, with MIRO's own works serving as the starting point. The foundation, which opened in 1975 in a new facility, is an excellent opportunity to see a large collection of MIRO's work in one location. 8. Palau de la Música Catalana. People visit the Palau de la Música Catalana not simply to hear music, but also to view the magnificent interior of the concert hall. The facade is stunning, but it pales in comparison to the main concert hall, which features a glass-topped ceiling. The Palau de la Música Catalana, with its stained glass windows and towering chandeliers, was built in the early 1900s and is a tourist attraction in and of itself. The historic hall's interior has been compared to Fabergé eggs inside. A smaller, more modern, and quieter hall is nonetheless luxurious. 7. Palau Güell. Barcelona is home to a number of notable structures created by renowned architect Antoni Gaudí. Palau Güell, or Palace Güell, is a fantastic spot for tourists to start appreciating his work. It's one of his earliest significant compositions, and it establishes the tone for the rest of his work. Palau Güell was designed by Gaudí for a wealthy local. Because the billionaire liked to party, the house was built around a central hall, with additional rooms tailored to the family's demands. The Palau Güell's utilization of space and lighting was groundbreaking at the time. 6. Arc de Triomphe. In 1888, the Arc de Triomphe was built to welcome worldwide visitors to Barcelona's Universal Exhibition, which was the World's Fair at the time. The large ornate arch can be found on the Promenade Passé Luz Companies. The classical-style arch, which is now a well-known Barcelona landmark, is notable for its sculptural ornamentation, which is representative of Barcelona at the time. Visitors to the show are greeted by a frieze and reliques praise agriculture, manufacturing, and commerce. The shields from Spain's 49 provinces are crowned with Barcelona's coat of arms at the summit of the arch. 5. TIBIDABO. Travelers seeking panoramic views should climb to the top of TIBIDABO, Barcelona's highest mountain, at 1,880 feet. The first funicular in Spain is the most convenient way to get there, but there's more to this mountain top than just breathtaking views. There's the 60-year-old Sagrada Church, which is topped with a sculpture of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. An amusement park and a telecoms tower share space with this magnificent cathedral. From Barcelona, all three are visible. 4. Barcelona Cathedral. Because it is the seat of the Archbishop, the church is also known as Barcelona Cathedral or La Seu. The church, which dates from the 14th century, is dedicated to Saint Eulalia, Barcelona's co-patron saint, who was slain by Romans by putting her in a knife-studded barrel and rolling her down the street. With turrets and spires soaring into the sky, the entire church is magnificent. It is a popular tourist destination with a gift shop catering to visitors. 3. Museu Picasso. The Museu Picasso holds one of the most extensive collections of artworks by the 20th century Spanish artist Pablo Picasso. With over 4,000 works, the Museu Picasso in particular displays Picasso's affinity with the city of Barcelona, which began in his boyhood and adolescence and remained until his death in Barcelona's La Ribera. The museum is housed in 5 contiguous medieval mansions. 2. Casa BATLLO. It's difficult to put into words how to characterize Casa BATLLO, perhaps because it resembles a carnival done awry. Casa BATLLO, one of architect Antoni Gaudi's most well-known structures, is a jumble of colors, materials, and styles. There's a gigantic onion-shaped dome that looks like it belongs in a mosque, as well as a colorful wavy tiled roofline and numerous sculptures. Because of the multiple jaws on one sculpture, Gaudi transformed a 19th century building into Casa BATLLO, sometimes known as the House of Bones. It was a home unlike any other, but not one in which most people would feel at ease. 1. Sagrada Familia. La Sagrada Familia is one of Barcelona's most visited sites with about 2.8 million tourists each year. It is a massive and ornate basilica designed by Catalan architect Antoni Gaudi. Construction began in 1882 and is still ongoing. The structure is expected to be finished during the next 30 years. It's worth noting that, as Gaudi planned, this lovely basilica was entirely supported by donations. Paula del Villar, the Diocesan architect, began work on La Sagrada Familia in March of 1882. At the end of 1883, Gaudi was commissioned to take over the project. He worked on the design and construction of this one-of-a-kind project until his death in June. La Sagrada Familia's design contains elements of numerous architectural styles, including Art Nouveau, Gothic, and Catalan modernism. Gaudi's first plans were intended for a temple with a seating capacity of 13,000 people. His towers were inspired by the peaks of Montserrat mountain west of Barcelona and had similar irregular patterns, as he detested straight lines. This building is intriguing to study for anyone interested in architecture. 18 spires depict Jesus Christ, the Virgin Mary, the 4 evangelists, and the 12 apostles. According to the blueprints, some of these spires are still under construction, while others are open to the public. The elaborate design elements and religious symbolism weaved into all of the church's areas will attract visitors. The completed section of the church, as well as the completed towers, are open to the public. In addition, there is a small museum within the building containing scale models and drawings depicting the building's construction designs. I hope your list of the top 10 places to visit is complete. See you soon. Till then, take care.